10 forgotten tech gadgets that changed the world. Hey everyone, welcome to Tech That Time Forgot. Today we're diving into the greatest hits of tech gadgets that once upon a time blew our minds and now live in the distant realm of nostalgia, aka your parents' attic. These are the 10 forgotten tech gadgets that literally changed the world before becoming obsolete faster than you can say new iPhone update. Let's dive in. Number 1, Palm Pilot, the original smartphone. First up, the Palm Pilot. Imagine a smartphone without the phone, camera, or pretty much everything else. It was your go-to if you needed to schedule meetings you were too important to show up for. It even had a stylus, a true pioneer of losing tiny objects in your backpack forever. Need to look up something? Sorry, no internet. Want to text? Nah, better write that down on actual paper. Number 2, Sony Walkman, the OG of portable. Before Spotify playlists, before iPods, there was the Sony Walkman, where your playlist was limited to how fast you could flip the tape over. It was the way to let people know you were deep, mysterious, and had great taste in music. You couldn't just skip tracks. Oh no, you committed to your music back then. Oh, your songs at the end of the tape? Better hit fast forward and hope you stop at the right spot. Number 3, Commodore 64, the birth of home. Next, the Commodore 64. This was a computer that started it all, an absolute legend. If you grew up in the 80s, you probably spent hours on this beauty learning to code, or just playing pixelated video games that somehow took 10 minutes to load. Who needs HD graphics when you've got 8-bit blocks, right? By the way, I'm still waiting for this game to load. Number 4, Nokia 3310, the indestructible legend. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nokia 3310, not just a phone, a literal brick. If you never owned one, you've definitely seen memes about how this phone could survive a nuclear apocalypse. Forget FaceTime or GPS, all you needed was Snake and you were golden. You could run over it with your car, throw it off a cliff, still works. Apple could never. Number 5, Polaroid Instant Camera, the original Instagram. Remember when you had to wait for your photos? Oh yeah, Polaroid cameras had that covered. The best part? Shaking the picture like it actually did something. Spoiler alert, it didn't. But it gave you a solid 30 seconds to act like a magician. And now thanks to Instagram filters, we're all trying to make our digital photos look as vintage as the ones from our old Polaroid. Number 6, Atari 2600, the start of home gaming. Before the PS5, there was the Atari 2600. It had 2 colors, 1 joystick, and it was perfect. Kids today may laugh at the graphics, but this console was the birth of home gaming. Pong, that was peak entertainment. Forget your fancy consoles, this right here was all you needed. 2 paddles, 1 ball, infinite joy. Number 7, Apple Newton, the PDA that couldn't. The Apple Newton, the grandfather of the iPhone, except it never really worked. Its handwriting recognition was so bad it thought your grocery list was a Shakespearean tragedy. But hey, it paved the way for the actual iPhone, so we owe it a little bit of credit. No, Newton, I said milk, not Mike. Number 8, Psion Organizer, the first real pocket computer. Next, we've got the Psion Organizer, the world's first real pocket computer. Think of it like a calculator that could store notes, keep your appointments, and occasionally crash without saving any of your data. But hey, it had a search function. Data lost? Technology. Number 9, Zip Drive, the floppy disk's big brother. Here's one that only true tech nerds will remember. The Zip Drive, it was a giant upgrade from the floppy disk, allowing you to store a whopping 100 MBs of data. Yes, that's less than a single high-quality photo today, but back in the 90s, this was like owning the Library of Alexandria. Look at all this storage. You could fit a whole Word document on here. Number 10, Sony MiniDisc, the CD killer that wasn't. Finally, we have the Sony MiniDisc. It was supposed to replace CDs with smaller, cooler, rewritable discs. Spoiler, it didn't. But it did look super futuristic and you could skip tracks without scratching anything. Take that, CDs. What do you mean? Why not just stream it? Kids these days. And there you have it. 10 tech gadgets that shaped our world before vanishing into the abyss of forgotten technology. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to find my Palm Pilot and see if it can still sync with something. Be sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below on which of these gadgets you missed the most or never knew existed. Until next time, tech heads, stay nostalgic.